Hi there. I'm going to show you 5 exercises that you can do with your roller that will feel really good on your shoulders. So the first one is on our hands and knees, and you just pop the heel of your hand on top of the roller and just let your fingers drape over. Your knees are under your hips, and we're going to just do a very small movement. So we just let the shoulder blades glide together, sort of let your chest drop down to the roller, and then you push with your arms and broaden your shoulder blades, and you push up. So as you can see, I'm not bending and straightening the arm. The movement comes from my back, from the shoulder blade. So try this one. It's really is good to get the shoulder blades moving like this. So just dropping down and then pushing away. Dropping down, so feel like the shoulder blades are sliding together, and then they get nice and broad, and you feel broad at the back of the chest and even through the collarbones. Sometimes when I do this, it feels like one shoulder blade, moves more easily than the other, and it's a really good moment just to notice how it feels from side to side, and try and bring that awareness to becoming like an even movement. Okay, good. And then the next thing, number 2, is just sit back towards your feet and push the roller away. So you'll feel a nice stretch from the underarm down the side of your body and the shoulders, and then just bring yourself back up onto your hands and knees. So just hinge back, push the roller away, look down between your arms there, and then just tip yourself back up. And again. And if it feels nice to stay dropping the chest down towards the floor, you can stay in that shape. Sometimes I just feel like I need to just hang out there for a little bit. And then come back up. Okay, another move, the third move is similar to that one, but it involves a twist as well. So one hand on the floor, one hand on the roller, and you just push the roller away with the one hand and peep over to the side. So you're letting your chest look to the side, and then just roll it back. So just looking that way. So have your knees like fairly apart, not too close together, and your sitting bones at the back here, they feel really broad as you just get that movement through your upper body. I never push into where it hurts, and sometimes it does feel a bit tight, so I go to where it feels like I'm getting a bit of a stretch, but I don't sink in or push past where it feels any pain or anything. Then you can do the same on the other side, see how it feels. So it just feels like you turn to let your chest look to the side and back. I usually breathe out when I'm in the twist and then breathe in to come back. It's interesting to see how when you breathe certain ways it can help you with the movement. Just do one more. That's it. And back. Okay, so we're up to our 4th move now. So come down onto your tummy. And what you do is you just put your wrist over the roller and have your arms draped out in front, your hands draping over the roller, and you put your eyes to look down on the floor. You can always take your hands a bit wider, sometimes that feels a little bit more comfy, but this feels really good too, and it's another one of those small moves. So all you need to do is push your arms away from you so the roller pushes towards the end of your mat, and you shrug up your shoulders. And then you just let the shoulders come away from your ears as your arm almost pulls back into the socket and the roller comes towards your head a little bit. So just reach the roller away and then bring it back. See, I'm keeping my eyes down and the movement's from the shoulder. So it's just a shrug, and then I'm drawing the shoulder back down away from the ears, and my arm's not bending or straightening. The elbow's staying fairly straight. And I breathe in to reach, and then breathe out to bring the roller back. So Do a few of those again. You might feel different side to side, and that's perfectly normal. And we can add to this now. So as the roller comes towards you and your shoulders have dropped down your back, then you can just look up to the roller, and you might push down into the roller and lift up a little way, and then just roll back, and then you push the roller away, go into that shrug again, unshrug, and then eyes on the roller, and let your chest look to the roller. If it feels okay, you can push down with your arm to lift up the chest. And then what's really fun is to be able to play with how high you go up or how it feels for you. So you could even start, if that feels fine in your low back, you could put the roller on your forearm. Do just the same move to start, eyes up, chest up, and then if you start with the roller on your forearm, you'll go up a little higher, okay? But you can work up to that, even if you just glance up a little bit. Maybe that's the best thing for right now. I think you'll know when you start practicing how far to go up. Okay, it's one of those things again, you don't want to go too far if you're not ready for it just yet. And I always think of pushing my hip bones down into the mat so that it doesn't hurt my lower back when I do these moves. Or you could think of your pubic bone, maybe pushing that down into the mat can help you to feel okay in the low back. Okay, and then our last move, so we just put our hands beside us to push back up. And the last one that I like to do for shoulders is put the roller to the side of the mat like this, and then hands and knees again. I'm just going to thread the needle through. We always call it thread the needle. My palm faces up, and then I'm just going to push the roller away and let my head drop down to the ground, and then just roll it back up. And again, so it's another one where I'm getting that twist and stretch through the shoulder. And then switch it round, the roller goes on that side of the mat, the arm goes through, just push the roller away, and you can drop down and then come back up. Good. So actually, even though I didn't spend a long time on each move, I actually feel like that feels really good already for my shoulders, just getting that movement. And doing those kind of things are so good for your shoulders, especially, you know, I know a lot of you are keen to pick up the weights, and that's going to be so good just to get the shoulders moving well before you pick up the weights, so that when you do your weights, you've got a really good mobility. And it can make a difference because you'll be able to access and activate the right muscles that you want to work when you pick up your weights. So I hope that gives you a few ideas to try with your roller this week.